Pages 24 and 25 in the white pages cover products transported through pipelines. Pipelines are often buried. When this is the case, there are above-ground structures and signs indicating the presence of underground pipelines. Liquid pipelines carry crude oil, gasoline, diesel fuel, and jet fuel. Surface indicators of a liquid pipeline leak include liquids bubbling from the ground, oil slick on flowing or standing water, flames that appear to be coming from the ground, and vapor clouds. Gas pipelines carry natural gas. Surface indicators of a gas pipeline leak include a hissing, roaring, or blowing sound, dirt or water being blown in the air, continuous bubbling in wet or flooded areas, flames that appear to be coming from the ground, dead or brown vegetation in an otherwise green field, and, in winter, melted snow over the pipeline. These pages are your guide to responding correctly and safely. The notification sequence and requests for technical information beyond what's available in this guidebook should occur in the following order. Notify your dispatcher. If that's not an option, then locate and call the telephone number listed on the shipping paper. If you can't obtain the shipping paper, then contact the appropriate emergency response organization listed on the inside back cover of the guidebook. Keep in mind also that the white pages in the back provide additional resource information on protective clothing, fire and spill control, criminal terrorist use, chemical, biological, and radiological agents, a glossary of terminology where you can find definitions to names like previously mentioned polymerization, and finally, on the back inside cover, the emergency response telephone number listing.
Let's review. Resist rushing in. Position yourself upwind, uphill, or upstream from the hazard, and stay clear of all vapors, fumes, smoke, and spills. When arriving at the scene of an incident, you're expected to recognize the presence of hazardous materials. Any efforts made to rescue persons, property, or the environment must be weighed against the possibility that you could become part of the problem. Without entering the immediate hazard area, isolate and secure the area, protect yourself and the public, and above all, do not walk into or touch spilled material. Call for the assistance of trained personnel as soon as conditions permit. Previously, we've referenced Guide 111 when you're unable to discern a starting point. A major exception to this is when you suspect or know that explosives are involved. In those cases, immediately reference Guide 112. If an ID number or name of material cannot be found, but a placard is in sight, find the table of placards in the front white pages, match the placard, and use the guide number indicated. Then go to that orange guide and read the response instructions carefully.
If you find the shipping paper first, you'll locate the name of the product in the appropriate area. The blue pages are alphabetical by product name. Directly beside the name will be your orange guide number. If the placard is visible and you can locate the ID number in the center, then go to the numerical listing in the yellow pages. Reference the appropriate orange guide number that the material has highlighted. The orange guide and green pages will inform you on protective actions due to the TIH hazard. In the case of a double orange panel, remember that the top number is the hazard identification code, which identifies the hazard class of the material, and the bottom number is your 4-digit identification number. When a single orange panel is present, it will contain the 4-digit identification number. The Emergency Response Guidebook is designed for you, the emergency responder. It's one of your most powerful resources to protect and save lives when called to an event involving hazardous materials. How you react in the first few minutes of an incident can set the stage for the entire outcome of the event, including the risk factors to yourself, the victims who need your aid, and the surrounding public. If used effectively, the ERG will help you quickly interpret the hazard information and give you corrective action steps to influence a successful outcome. Fortunately, our nation has a hazard communication framework designed to support you when you're the first to arrive on a hazmat incident. By understanding the system of placards, labels, and shipping papers, and their role in the emergency response guidebook, you can make a successful outcome a reality.